Hello. Hi everyone. Thanks for inviting me, Sean and Margaret, and thanks to Penny for suggesting me as a possible speaker. And I'm going to tell you a really quick history, because we are a newborn company, 1 year old, not like Eva or Stefan or Penny. I don't know the name of the other guys, but they do. So I'm going to start. This is our logo. It's quite nice because I designed it, so it's very beautiful. And I want to give you an overview of where we start, which is the problem that we faced, and everything else, as Margaret and Sean asked me. LaContea, it means the Shire in English. And because we are a fan of Tolkien, so we decided to bring Tolkien even in our business. And okay, where we start? We make the market research. As underlined in the presentation, most of the things that were right on the leaflet about this event are right. So the global market for snails is huge. The market is growing 4.5% every year. Is still true, is a fact. The profit margin is also very good. Investment is really low for us. Is wrong, because probably depends on the situation that you are going to face, and if you're going to move in an outdoor completely process or in an indoor one, as Stefan or Eva. And we run it through an outdoor one, but we failed in a lot of decision because of inexperience, obviously. We haven't decided to cut the corner using cheaper material or stuff like this, but we did other kind of a mistake that I'm going to show you later. Snails are easily exportable, is right. Recognizes healthy food is true, and it's also good. I like it. And the last one, so snails are not susceptible to any serious disease. It's true, but we experienced a lot of mortality caused by bacteria, and probably which kind of bacteria you said before? Timatomes. Then Penny help me later. Okay, let's say that why we are starting, why we are considering snails farming as an option. We are 5 guys in this company, and all of us has a proper job at the beginning. So we just talked about snail farm as an hobby or a possibility of part-time job. And we were talking a lot for the last 3 years, I think, until one of us got fired. So we said, okay, from the proper job, and say, okay, let's start to consider this as an option, a real option. And so this was my brother, by the way. So I was very keen of the situation. So we decided to start this company, and fortunately, my brother and me were the ones that has the land, has the property of the land, my grandma land, and we are the most inspired by this kind of business. So we decided to push the other, and we built in this company. LaContea history, because it's 1 year, so I can say history already. September 2015, the idea. So we 5 of us living in different places. So I live in London. My brother and the other guys live in where the fish are. Another one lives in Milan. So we need a Skype call to decide everything, and every week we make a Skype call to decide all the steps that we have to make. Then more or less every weekend we meet up together on the ground, and we work together. During the day, just my brother and another one are present on the field. In 2015 we start to create the first snail farm, and we finish in April with the mission of the first snails that we collected from Penny from Ferricos. In October 2016, so 1 month ago, we complete even the second snails farm, And today we can say that we have 6,000 square meters of outdoor farm. That is it's quite big for us because we just start. And how we start, as I told you, we are living in a different place in Europe, but we have the chance to meet up every 2 weeks at least. And there are two guys that work every day on the beach because during the courses the people told us there's a lot of information, about farming, snails, stuff like this. But when they create a budget around you, when they create a plan around you, they have always told you that one person is enough, that a part-time job could be enough, but they don't consider all the problems that they're going to face because of inexperience, because of, as you say at the beginning, that the farming is a way of life, so it's not just an hobby. So you're going to face problems that you never faced before. So one person was not enough, part-time, by the way, not at all. So we put two people all day in the farm. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to read it as well. First step that we made is looking around, and I told you what we have found and what we haven't found. What we found is that there is a lot of information, a lot of courses, and we attended the two big ones in Italy. The one is International Institute of Agriculture of Cherasco, and the second one is La Madonita in Sicily. And both courses were very useful, and we understood a lot from these courses, and they do not hiding the difficulties of this kind of business, and they were very clear and very honest in this. Obviously, the real experience is quite different. It's always hard to move from the theory to practice, and the two biggest problems that we face, as most of us probably, the first one was the hands, the hurry to start and hurry to do something very fast. And this is not going to help at all because we did a lot of mistakes. The first one was the biggest problem we have is we have a lot of mortality because we wrong the process of how do you say the poison before the
preparation.
Yeah, in the preparation because we have to do 2 cycles of plowing and sorry.
Hydrated.
Okay, and 2 cycles of this, and we just did one because of the hurry, and now we experience a lot of mortality. So it's really good to take more time and do the things good, as Eva stressed a lot of time before. And the second one is the desire to grow up very fast. So the things that make us in danger was we not complete an entire circle for the first page, and we want to begin a second one without the experience to do it. So we did this. Okay, we are happy, but we underestimate the value of the first one. So to do the second one, we lost a lot of things in the first one. So it's a big mess. It's not worth at all. There is as I told you before, there's a lot of information related to the business plan that the company can give you, like Penny or other people, and this is good because we have a lot of possibility, and all the people seems really helpful in create networking, create a big collaboration, because it works, because we are working very well with Penny. So I think, as I say, working with Penny, because as my understanding during your presentation, you are a good connection. However, all the people that you interview for this kind of question or this kind of stuff are having different opinions. So this makes you a bit crazy, because if you ask to 3 different persons in the same pitch how they clean, how they push the snails, they say 3 different things. So you don't know which one is more reliable than the other one. So my suggestion is to choose a method and prove it until the end. And then if you fail following all the right steps, not hybrid 3 method in the beginning. Then obviously after several fails, you're probably gonna find your hybrid perfect for your company. Now we make an hybrid to start, obviously, if we're wrong, and from 2 different companies in Italy, and in the end we discovered that our Skype call daily with Penny was the best thing to do. So we left all our knowledge and we asked every step to Penny that helped us in every step, really probably, and take advantage from this discussion to say sorry for disturbing you all the time. But thanks. And okay, where we are based close to Genoa in Italy on the north coast, and we are lucky because it's a very nice place to live, and probably this is the reason why we can afford an outdoor completely snail farming instead of having an indoor process. Okay, this is some picture of what we have found when we started. It was a really big mess of ground. Okay, we started with the deforestation and cleaning of all the soil, all the ground. The digging and plowing is a really hard job to do. Fortunately, we have a lot of friends that were interested in this new business, and even the relatives that helping us. So we did all the job in economy, we say, without hiring everyone. We were lucky because we have a friend with the right instruments, with the right tools to helping us. And yeah, as you probably know, this is the step that we make when after the plowing we start building the pens inside, and yeah, all the job that you're probably aware of. We became very well-known person about even the concrete, because we don't have an external fence, so we have to build even all the external fence, and we have to create concrete and stuff like this. So it's a really hard job, and then processing all the materials. So we did the first pitch on the first ground with the external fence in steel, and the second one with wood, just to try which is the best one for us. Obviously the wood is much better because you don't have to create a concrete to keep the pole inside of the ground. The duration of the material is more or less the same, it's 10 years, they told us, I believe so. And so I think I can suggest to you that both ways are okay to create external fence, so steel or wood. Okay, this is the ground. As I told you, it's a nice place to be. It's just down this medieval church, and this is my brother, the one who got fired. And yeah, as I told you, we haven't we haven't cut the corner for the material. So this is the proper net for the snails, the proper pole treat with the treated. Okay, then we have the process of milling and digging. As I told you, our relatives helping us a lot. We have a generation that work with us, even my nephew, my father, grandfather, and so on, and all the guys that helping us and created this pitch. Once the fencing was constructed, this is more or less the result. Okay, this is our first pitch ready for sowing, and the satisfaction at this point was very high, and but it took more than 5 months to create this in 2-3 people per day. So it's not a job because the ground was not ready for host this kind of business. So we here you can see both ground, the first one on the right side and the second one on the left one. Okay, this is the final fence with all the vegetable inside, with the church again behind, and this is the 2 guys that have spent all day in the pitch. What is the main job for them is we don't have electricity around the fence, So these guys spend most of the time in pick a snail and put it back in the net. But it's just 2 hours a day, not more than this. And then the rest is just to keep the grass at the right level and a normal routine job. But I don't know why we haven't decided, why we decide to not put the electric stuff. Because just talk with some of you, understood that all of you has this kind of stuff, so probably you're gonna put it inside. But when the food, when the environment that you create for the snails is good, you don't experience this kind of problem of escape, because they are quite happy to stay in their paradise, because when you create this kind of stuff in the right way, this is a paradise for them. You keep it wet, you keep it the right size of the vegetables, you give them the vegetables that they want, because we use seeds, the right seed suggested by Penny. So 4 different kind of vegetables. We have lettuce, we have cabbage, we have beets, and radicchio. Okay. Then we have go through the emission side. So this is the first emission of the snails. We add 25 breeding snails for each square meters, and more or less our pens are 45 meters per 3.5 in terms of wide and length. This is the third pitch that we were in order to create, and that make us that create us a lot of problem in the first one, but we were satisfied even about this one. And in this you can see that we use the wood on the external fence. Until we arrived at the collection and the storage, despite we just have 1 year of history, we move in this way. We put the first breeding snails in the pitch on April. We let them reproduce themselves until October. We collect just the breeding snails that we put inside of the pen, and we leave the newborn inside of the. So we are able to collect them and start to sell the one that we bought to start. We need to buy a refrigerator. Even this cell in the ground of our house is quite fresh and conditioned, because we have 15 degrees more or less in the summer, 50 degrees even in the winter, but it's not enough to keep them for a long time. Then the most important things at this point is the placing. We were lucky because in our region we have a lot of events and a lot of people that are curious to experiment, and are people that are happy to rediscover something that was very used in the past, because the snails was very used in the past in our countries. So there are 3 big markets for us. The first one is the GDO, we call the bigger distribution, so the big supermarket, and we were able to enter them. And don't look at the price, because they charge me a lot, much more than we sell them, and we don't like this. And I suggest to you, when you are going to sell to the big market, to asking them how much they're going to charge over the price that you sell to them, because in this kind of leaflet you have your name, so even it's not good to see that you are going to make more money than the worth one. So this is an experience, obviously. Then with the little farmer market, as you can see on the top of the right or down on the left. And this is really good because we use this place to cook, as you did in your event. And once you prove the people that they like it or they can cook it, and you can give them even receipt or how to make it, they are more happy to buy the product. So we use this way. We create the environment, we create the event, we create the snails in several ways, in finger food, in the burger was a good idea, really good idea, the burger. We have fried snails and everything else. And once the people jump over the obstacle of the snails, just they go over is the same moment where to sell. Okay, so it seems good. Okay, 1 kilo, and you're gonna go in this way. And this is where we receive the biggest reply on the market compared to the market or the direct selling. We don't have yet e-commerce on our website, even because our website is still Italian, so we are quite behind. But the placing for us is more interesting in the direct relationship with the local people than the others. We have some press release that spoke about us because it's quite new in our region. So we are the first one in our region that starts this kind of business. So we have tired all the people around us. We have a lot of interview, a lot of that gave you obviously a lot of possibility of showing what you are doing and having new customers obviously. This is the most important white one. The most important slide that I have, the problem that we faced. So the problem we face is a high mortality rate of the breeding animal during the lifetime in the pens. Okay, this is, as I told you before, this is the mistake in using the drug to protect against the insect. We did just one cycle and we did to make 2, and in the one that we made, we put less than the suggested one because we were scared to use drug. So we say, no, we want to make something more bio, or say, but was wrong. So just believe in the people that did this before, like Penny or the other. Don't make your choice because it's always wrong. And the second mortality that we experienced is related during the purging process. And we don't know why, because we follow every step. The one that Stefan told you about, to keep to collect the snails after 2 days of sunny day, because if you are collecting the snails when they are wet, they're gonna die more easily. But despite this, we discover a lot of mortality. Now we are analyze the snails that are still in the pen to understand why this happened. It could be insect, obviously, it could be bacteria, it could be everything. It's not, we don't have mice, we don't have bird in our ground, so this is not a problem of these two. And because if the problem was bird or mice, you can understand easily by the shell. And we don't have problem of shell, and we just have problem of meat. And this is the third thing. Another problem is a little knowledge on the handling of the snail. So we followed 2 courses, and we thought that we are done. So perfect. I'm the snails man. No, not at all. You have to keep update yourself. You have to go and visit the other place, understand how it works, not to copy them, but just to understand there is something maybe that can help you. And the good things about the networking is this one, is just to share the problem and understand how to face it in the right way. And this is the things I believe more than, obviously there is a competition, of course, but if you are, your project, your strategy, your idea to create a big hub of island snails is amazing.
Thank you.
I want to be in Ireland to do this.
Oh,
But no, I'm positive with this, so I think you can do this. Other thing is the rough acquaintances of hygiene standard. again, because we believe that we know everything, but even a small cleaning of the cell or something that you are not considering very important in the pen, or to keep the grass in the right way, on the right size, in the right height, and cleaning all the hair between the pens, everything is really, 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 really important. Even the ground of your neighborhood, if it's really dirty, if it's really, you have to ask him to keep it clean, because this is a great problem to you. It's not always easy, I know, but you can buy it and maybe extend your nail farm. And then, due to Italian bureaucracy, we also experience a lot of problem in receiving help and incentives for the farmers, because there are a lot of incentives for the farmers, but they are really slow and really bureaucratic to release it. And in the end, the very limited knowledge about that disease related to bacteria that can affect the snails. This is a problem that probably we have to understand now, because we are facing this now. We experience a lot of mortality. We are going to analyze the meat of every snail. We are going to analyze again the soil and the water, even though we know that these are not cause of mortality, because am I right, Penny? Okay, because if the ground is not good, they just escape. They're not dying, and if the water is not good, it's not gonna kill them, but maybe something else. I don't know. But these are two problems that create the problem that we have now. So, as suggested by Penny, we're going to analyze all the meat of the 400 grams of snails in these days, and I'm going to tell you something next year probably, how it goes. And despite all the mistakes we made and everything else, we are really positive and enthusiastic to continue, because we are really satisfied of what we have done until now, even if we lost half of the harvest probably because of this. I'm really close to the end. And what we are looking for, probably we found it, because this Penny is a person that can follow us in every step in order to reduce the error, the margin of the error, and learn to organize all the job. This is what I can tell you about our very little experience, and I'm gonna thank you and asking you if you want to take notes of this, because I don't have business card, I forgot it. So if you have any things to ask me, or please do it. That's all. Thank you.